On this next piece, we're going to use some more of these cards. I'm going to go ahead and cut these numbers out. Right here. I'll set that card aside. And right here. And I'm going to set that card aside. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere this card. Alright, now I want to come down and over some, like the way that that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that down. Now, I want to make a tag for this. Let's see what paper we have already left over that I can use to make a tag with. Let's see. That's too thin. What about this? That would be cute. Let's make a tag. We need the tag to be 3.5 by 3.5 by 6.5. So let's go ahead and cut this. 6.5, 3.5, of course you know that I'm going to ink this and cut the edges off. So I'm just going to make a corner cut just like so. And then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to turn it upside down and I'm going to hold it on the other edge, right where I need it to be. So I'm going to hold it right there, and then I'm going to cut this other side, just like that, and I have a tag. Hold on one moment. Okay, back with you. I'm going to go ahead and use my crocodile. It's got something in it. There we go. Go ahead and use my crocodile. Punch a hole in there. Open up our trim that we got in our kit. Open that up. I'm going to get a little piece of this top trim right here. I think it's so cute. I think that ought to be good right there. Go ahead and loop that through the top. We'll decorate this tag after we get finished. Go ahead and loop this through the top. I don't want this to fray anymore, so I'm gonna put a little knot at the tops of these to stop them from fraying. There we go. I'm going to put Distress ink The next thing that we're going to do is make 2 Instagram frames. And the way that we're going to do that is I have 2 pieces of white cardstock, and it's cut 9 inches long by 4 3/4 wide. We're going to score these at 4 1/4. Both of these. We're going to score at we're going to fold these down. Get my cutter. I put the Instagram frame in. I use my blade as a measure, so I get my blade right to the edge of that white. And I do the same all 4 around. So I have it to the edge of the bottom of this white and the edge of the side of this white. I'm going to go to the top of the white. I'm sorry, my head has to get in the way. Go to the edge of the top of the white. I'm going to press down, and I'm going to bring that down right to the edge of that paper. I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to bring this green to the edge of the white, bring it to the top to the edge, press down, and draw it down till where mine is at the edge of the white. Okay. I do the same thing on this side. Make sure that it's to the edge of the white. And I'm going to come down until it's to the edge of the white. Same thing on this side. I'm going to make sure that it's to the edge of that. This one's a little trickier because I need to make sure that it's to the edge of where that white is at the bottom. Alright, and then I'm going to bring it right to the edge. Okay, so that gave me a little bit of a leeway here, as you can see. So I'm just going to turn it backwards, and I'm just going to snip those little pieces out. So just be really careful and just snip those little pieces out. Just like so. Just going to snip it. And I'm going to snip it. And I've got one more that I need to snip on this side. And they're not going to be exactly perfect, but unless you have this in a Cricut die or a Silhouette, and I don't, this is the easiest way that I know of to do it. Okay. And okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. And I'll fast forward this. Well, actually, I'm going to pause it because I just did it with that one. You guys do it with your other one, I'll be back. Alright, so I have my 2 Instagram frames, and I have put those on the next flap. So we just need to work on this last flap here. And all of, when I get Jenny a pair of jeans, I save all these tags because I just think they're so interesting and I really like them. So what I'm going to do for this next one is I'm going to use these tags. Now you can just use a regular tag like I had told you before and go ahead and stamp it with your, with an image that you think matches or that you'd like to include in your pieces here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and do my old trick. And I'm going to go ahead and just put just the tiniest little bit of adhesive on here. And I'm going to lay this down. Actually, I don't think I want it that way. This looks like it's barely going to fit. And I don't want it cutting out of what I have there. And then I'm just going to cut this out. I liked how those were dangling one from the other. So I'm just going to get a small piece of this that we're working with. Yeah, I think that is absolutely adorable. And then I have some tags like this that I got at Hobby Lobby, but you could use any kind of tags that you want to use. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these all around the edges except for the ends, because I need for there to be room for those to be glued on the ends of this flap. And I want some of this little twine here on there. So I'm just going to take and measure and cut a couple of pieces. Gonna attach this one right to the middle. Perfect. And now what we're gonna do is I'm just going to use regular adhesive on this. That side, and then that side. And y'all, that gets our flaps. And I just think that turned out so cute. So here